Joy. I have no land and I have no interest in becoming a farmer, but everyone is talking about the boom in the agri sector in Africa, and I am wondering how I can position myself to benefit from this boom. If you found yourself asking these questions, then this video is for you. Africa's agriculture sector is booming, and this is just the beginning. However, not everybody wants to become a farmer. And so how can one position themselves to benefit from this boom without becoming a farmer? In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 things that you can do if you find yourself in this dilemma. Farm produce processing and packaging. Now, food processing is an important and lucrative part of the value chain in the agri industry. And with more supermarkets coming up in Juba, it should be possible for people to explore local processing and packaging of fresh farm produce. And closely tied to this is the advancement in small-scale food processing technologies that have continued to make it possible for people to begin to package foods for high-end grocery shops and supermarkets. And consumers are also becoming health conscious, adding to the need for organic pre-packaged foods. And so you can invest in equipment, position yourself to buy organic foods in bulk from major farms, and package them into your brand. Farm produce marketing. Now, there is a wide gap between farmers in rural areas, South Sudan and Africa as a whole, and their markets. And a lot of farmers struggle to find clients and buyers that will pay reasonably to compensate them for their effort. And in one of my previous videos, I think I did talk to you in depth about the middlemen in Juba today who straddle our markets to get produce that is in short supply, and then they go to specific farms like our Ubuntu farms and they source these products to fill the market demand. Now, these activities can actually be scaled up into specialized businesses focused on enabling farmers to find markets for their produce. And since most farmers lose substantial part of their produce before it gets to the market due to prolonged storage and inadequate access to the market, with a growing interest in agriculture in most African countries, these new farmers will need a place to sell their farm produce. And this is where you come in as a middleman to mediate between farmers and markets as an off-taker. In most matured markets, such businesses even have their own warehouses for storing such produce in times of excess supply, and then they supply them to the markets during lean season. But the most important part of it is to be able to compensate these farmers reasonably for their effort. You can be involved in farming without having a land by just focusing on technology solutions. And this is for you, my dear technology lovers. The world of technology has certainly caught up with the agriculture sector in many ways that people don't know of. And one major area is the modernization of farm inputs and the mechanization of farm processes. You can take advantage of this by positioning yourself to find new and locally relevant technology solutions that can help ease the burdens of smallholder farmers. Guys, the point is always money is made when one finds the solution to an existing problem. And so we have so many innovations that have come up in the recent past in agriculture, including things like greenhouse construction that helps to multiply yields. Can you learn how to build this and help build and train farmers how to start adopting it? We have mechanized sprayers that help smallholder farmers cover large ground in shorter periods. We have new technology supporting on farm produce processing and packaging, and the list goes on. And in connection to this is to be able to study farmers and their needs and to design your own solutions that can help address the pain points of these farmers. And this may involve not only designing but also having the capacity to patent such innovative ideas as a young African. Farm transportation. Now, transportation can present major challenges for smallholder farmers looking to move products to the market. And I speak from first-hand experience because I know this too well. Many a times in my farming journey, I have been stuck with produce that all perished because of bad, impenetrable road systems. And here in South Sudan, it happens a lot during the rainy seasons, which are usually at least 8 months out of the year that we experience rains. And so you get stuck with so much produce that even if you decided to give them to entire village free of charge, they would not want them because it would just be too much for them to even eat it all. So with the interstate travel opening up, it should be possible, for example, to build a good agro-transport business with good trucks that can navigate these roads, focus on helping farmers, let's say from Western Equatoria, to move fresh fruits which they have in abundance to places like Northern Baragazal, Warrap State, Eastern Lakes, and Jonglei. And limited access to transportation has affected so many farmers, not only in South Sudan but across the continent, on how they move their products into the supply chain. And this has resulted many a times into a lot of farm produce going to waste. And yet, we do have a lot of people going hungry. This should not happen. And so providing access to transportation for farmers can prove to be a good and profitable venture. Last but not least is agriculture consulting. Agriculture consulting provides the research backbone of agriculture. And if this is not the most important aspect of agriculture, I truly wonder what is. As a consultant, you will be involved in advising and training farmers on farming best practices because, guys, most of the small-scale farmers still use traditional ways of traditional practices of farming, which in many cases renders them very little profit, and it beats logic to be involved in a venture that doesn't give you any profit at all. And so as a consultant, you'll also be involved in advising on how to use high yield seedlings and fingerlings, soil management, and all the modern techniques of agriculture. And so, guys, we've come to the end of our video. Those are just but a few profitable ways you can be involved in farming without needing or without owning a land. And so we've come to the very end of the video. Thank you so much, family, for watching. This is your girl Joy, and this is Tales of Junubia, where we learn about agriculture trends in Africa, and the positive stories of the Africa Untold. Our mission on this channel is to get 20,000 young Africans to get involved in agriculture, and with your support, we will get there. And so please do subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends and network, and do comment below. Your input will help us to grow as a channel and become better as a community. And until I see you again in my next video, I just want to wish you so much love from the city of the White Nile, Juba. Until then, bye bye, family.